back to Naikan, I guess some listeners might be thinking, why would you do this? So what are the benefits? And I know there's all these applications or a history of the application of Naikan, which is fascinating. So yeah, what are the benefits of doing Naikan?
Right. So it depends on the person. I think when I did Nikon, I did it because I had a graduate student who was a Buddhist monk, and he wrote a paper on Nikon for an independent study with me. And I had known Nikon just by reading about it. And then after he did this independent study, I thought, well, I'll try Nikon. I mean, he was working in the prison and he was using Nikon in the prison here in Pittsburgh. I was like, wow, he actually learned something useful. Actually, learned something practical. So I thought I'm going to try Nikon when I go to Japan. And so that's why I did it. I did it just to try it. And believe me, on the second day, I was thinking I should not have done this. So in my case, I didn't do it for any particular, benefit, but a lot of times people do it. I would say slightly more than half of the people that do it, maybe 60%, is because they're having a serious problem that they could not make progress on doing anything else. I mean, it might not be the last resort, but it's pretty close to the last resort for a lot of people. No, I mean, it's a rare person who's suffering from a problem who thinks, oh, I'm going to go do Nikon. And the problems could be various. They could be addiction problems. They could be psychosomatic problems. They could be gambling problems, real difficulties with a child or a spouse. So I'd say about 60% of people do it to solve some specific problem. And then about 30 or so percent of people do it as a form of self-cultivation. They want to be, better at something. So there was a baseball player who did it who, thought it might help with his hitting in Japan. And, company managers do it, because they want to become a better manager. And then the last 10% is a whole mixture of a bunch of different things. So people are looking for some spiritual experience, people who work for a company and the company sent them, and people who work in corrections or jails and the jail sends them, things like that.
Mm-hmm.